You're watching the SCAC Player of the Week interviews. It's week 4 of the 2018 season. Today we're joined by the SCAC Women's Cross Country Runner of the Week, Senior Molly McCullough of the Trinity University Tigers. And Molly, first of all, congratulations and thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Molly, you and the rest of your teammates coming off a huge meet at the Chili Pepper Cross Country Festival in Fayetteville, Arkansas. Always a great benchmark to kind of see where this team is at. A little less than halfway through the season. What did you take away from that meet from a team perspective? An 18th place finish out of 55 teams, very impressive. What impressed you the most from a team performance perspective?
I think just everyone's effort. We all pushed really hard. Chili Pepper is a really fun meet that we look forward to every year. And unfortunately this year it was a little bit muddier than we were expecting. So just taking away we still did really well and we still worked really hard in less than ideal conditions. So it's just a good confidence boost for the rest of the season.
Individually, Molly, you were outstanding. A 15th place finish for you out of 425 runners, crossing the finish line of the 5K course in 17:49.4. An outstanding performance against runners across all divisions, Division 1, 2, and 3. How were you able to be so successful out there for the Tigers, and what impressed you with your individual performance?
Well, I just concentrated on my start and getting out. The course bottlenecks pretty quickly into the race, so you just need to get a good position and then just try to move up as best you can. And it was kind of fun to see, the jerseys of D1 and D2 runners and be like, I can beat them. I'm going to cross or pass them. So it was kind of fun to have those people to chase and just keep moving up the pack.
Seeing those different jerseys and having the opportunity, Molly, as you mentioned, to compete against runners in Division 1 and Division 2, is that something that maybe adds a slight motivation when you enter a meet such as the Chili Pepper Festival?
Yeah, it's kind of fun. We don't really see that competition in the rest of the season because everything else is pretty much D3 only, and so it's nice to have a little bit more range and kind of see where we stack up against people who come from the bigger schools, the more competitive schools. So it's kind of fun just to see how I can do it, and at the end of the day I'm just concentrating on having the best race I can. And so it doesn't really matter who else is out there on the course, but it's kind of fun to pass those people and kind of check them off as you go by.
You mentioned sort of the beginning of the race having a tendency to maybe bottle up a little bit, and it was important for you to get out early and into your sort of race plan. Going to that race plan, does it change at all when you enter, big meets, 425 runners? It's probably as big of a meet as you'll run in until you get to kind of the championship portion of your season. Do those bigger meets require different race plans?
A little bit. The focus is a lot more on the start and getting out and establishing a good position. Because people will get out fast and then they'll kind of slow down, and so you could be running the same pace as someone who's 20 places ahead of you. They just got out a little bit faster and have a better position. So when the field gets a lot bigger, it's really important to get a good position to begin with. But other than that, the race plan is just kind of push and keep passing people, and that doesn't really matter where you are in the field. That's always the plan.
Again, you're watching the SCAC Player of the Week interviews. It's week 4 of the 2018 season. Today, we are joined by the SCAC Women's Cross Country Runner of the Week, Senior Molly McCullough of the Trinity University Tigers. And Molly, a month from today, we'll have the SCAC Championship. At what point does the training start to kind of focus in on, the SCAC Championship? Do you start to alter your plans? Sort of what does this look like over the next couple of weeks in terms of training for you and your teammates to make sure you're dialed in come championship season?
Yeah, we're getting towards the more race-specific style workouts in our season. We've, had a long summer base training, and then up until around now, we've continued that base training, just have a really good, solid endurance and aerobic base to work off of. And so now we're kind of getting into the more specific speed work and interval work that will prepare us for the championship race.
All righty, Molly, now it's time for the fastest minute in all of Division III athletics. It's the SCAC 60. Time to put 60 seconds on the clock and have you, SCAC Nation, get a chance to know your SCAC Players of the Week a little bit better. Molly, are you ready?
Yes.
60 seconds on the clock, and here we go. Molly, for you, when it comes to training, do you prefer those long runs or those tempo repeat runs?
Oh, long runs.
Coke or Pepsi?
Coke, definitely.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Funniest teammate?
Oh, Elliot Blake.
If you have the opportunity to time travel, Molly, are you headed to the future or are you going into the past?
The future.
Favorite place to study on campus?
The science building.
Favorite social media platform that you use?
Instagram.
If you're headed for a swim, are you going to the lake or the ocean?
The lake.
Skittles or M&Ms?
Ooh, probably Skittles.
If you could be on any game show, what would it be?
I'm not sure. Probably like Deal or No Deal or something that doesn't really require any trivia knowledge.
And that will wrap up today's fastest minute in all of Division III athletics, the SCAC 60. Again, today we were joined by the SCAC Women's Cross Country Runner of the Week, senior Molly McCullough of the Trinity University Tigers, an Oregon native. Molly, again, thanks so much for your time today. Congratulations on your honor and best of luck as you continue to march forward throughout your senior year.
Thank you.